Welcome, everyone, to the Rival and Queen podcast. We're so happy you're back for another Thursday. I'm
A
Ashley.
summer episode. And I'm Sarah.
Yay.
I cut Ashley off, but she's Ashley.
That's okay. I'm Ashley. She's Sarah. And yeah, this is our final kind of summer episode, Sarah.
A send off for all of our listeners who we love when we know they're in the height of summer and enjoying. I'm eating ice cream cake as we're recording, which is a treat.
Are you? That's amazing. I've been eating so much ice cream. It's actually insane. I need to slow down.
The movements. What has been your go-to flavor?
Well, we spent the last 4 days at my parents', and I don't know if it's their generation or it's because they had guests and it's summer, they always want to have dessert. So last night, my mom bought these waffle cones, and then we had butterscotch ice cream in a waffle cone. And then your birthday last week, we had ice cream cake. I got moon mist the other day. I don't know. But ice cream cake is still like just the best combination.
Oh my God. I haven't had any until yesterday. I had some and I could not tell you. I had it on a plate and it just went disastrously wrong. I was so tired sitting in my bed, having a piece of ice cream cake. I just gotten back from the beach and was just too lazy to sit up. And I had it on a plate and it was melting and it slid off the plate onto my white shirt, rolled down my shirt and landed on my white sheets, but the chocolate ice cream. And I actually just laughed and was well, this will teach me to eat ice cream in my bed.
Maybe just use a bowl next time.
I know. That's what I was told, is that it is a bowl dessert and eating it on a plate was very, very foolish.
And it honestly goes from being rock hard and impossible to cut to then just melting, I find.
Oh my God, yes. I had a hilarious visit. One of my friends came to stay with me last weekend and I quite enjoyed it. He's been in China for the last 8 years and is teaching yoga. He's very Zen, but he came to stay with me and I haven't had anyone stay in my house with me besides my mother, which, as everyone knows, I love her, but she stayed way too long and I ended up very upset. 2 weeks is too long for a house guest. Especially in an apartment, but he came to stay with me and it was so fun to entertain him and host him. But we used to do morning meditations together and then go for walks around the city with the poodles. And I discovered that they leave the horses out to pet in the morning up at the Bengal Lancers.
Oh yeah. Free pony rides last week. You missed that.
I know. I was very upset that I missed the free pony rides, but I've been enjoying this heat wave we've been in and doing lots of morning walks and afternoon walks. And the only thing I don't seem to be wanting to do is going into a gym. So I've been doing swimming laps and late night runs.
I know. I'm signed up for Pilates this evening and I was half tempted to cancel, not because I don't want to work out, but I'm just seems I don't want to, at least our studio or Rio specifically is a nice vibe to be in when it is sunny or rainy because of the windows. And it kind of makes you feel a little more, it feels brighter and fresh, but still, yeah, I find the summer's hard. It's busy and you'd rather just be outdoors.
I'd rather be outdoors, but I also know and trust that about myself. We get a heat wave for 2 weeks. For those 2 weeks, I'm going to opt to swim every day. And I'm okay with that and go for runs outside of that. And I've had 2 poodles. So I've been going on double the walks.
Fair enough. Yeah. Lots of walks. Yeah. I've been loving being down at my parents' and just being outside. We got there last Friday. And then when we left on Tuesday, I hadn't, aside from going on the boat and going to the beach, I hadn't left my parents' property for that many days because I was like, oh, why? Usually we go into Mahone Bay or Lunenburg, but we were just enjoying being, I guess, just more secluded kind of, you know what I mean? I find the city so busy now. They're setting up for buskers and stuff. And I'm I'm not into it. It's too much.
It's super busy. I'm in an opposite vibe. I haven't noticed the busker setup, but I have been really enjoying it and running into people. But I think it's also because I've had visitors all week. My family's in visiting. And so they've just been all bopping down to the waterfront. And like I've been meeting them at like 4 or 5 o'clock every day, which has been very entertaining. And we've been going to the beaches on the weekend, which I love.
I know. I've literally every day last week pretty much put my toes or touched the ocean or something because you kind of take it for granted. Well, where my parents are, I'm like, wow, you guys are so lucky to wake up at this and look at this every day.
You're
So
ready to
nice.
move to the country. I can hear it in your voice.
No, I'm definitely not. But I enjoy, like, if I could just spend the 8 weeks for the summer there, I'd be happy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, and you guys do that usually, which is nice. It's nice to have that place to go to.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, we've got a big wedding weekend coming up. And I was just before we start recording saying how I don't know what I'm going to wear yet. It's the story of my life. I leave everything to the last minute. So if anyone has any good recommendations,
I was gonna
hit me
say
up.
you could wear the dress I wore to Carrie's wedding, but it's like long sleeve, but it's sheer long sleeve, but it may be too warm.
I know it's hard to tell this time of year, and it also is calling for rain on Friday and Saturday, which hopefully it's not a lot of rain because it is an whole outdoor
Venue.
affair and weekend. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I've been just like, I have been like having the most relaxed summer of my life in a good way. But then this last week and this upcoming weekend, I've definitely hyper booked where I have like 3 events a day. Friday, I fly back in from Newfoundland, and then I'm supposed to go play 9 holes of golf with my cousins. And then we're supposed to go to a family barbecue, which we're missing the family barbecue to golf, but we'll go to the barbecue right after golf. And then Saturday, we have a family wedding. And then I feel like I have Sunday something else that I
What are you going to wear to the wedding?
I bought a dress from Shirzad. Actually, it's a floor length one. And I got it
I
hemmed.
actually was thinking of going there because Jeff had to get something tailored and we went in to drop it off really quickly. And I looked, but I didn't have enough time. Maybe I'll go back there.
They have some nice stuff. So Ruffles and Tassels, if you're in Halifax, it's in the Halifax Brewery. There's good. And then honestly, I gotta tell you, the Keith's Brewery. The other one is Sweet Pea. Listen, if you need a dress, they have you. Envy, you can hit the 3 downtown. You don't even have to get in a car. You can do it.
I tried on so many at Sweet Pea, and Joey was there, who we love, a few weeks ago, but a couple dresses and she agreed. I was in between sizes, like the small was not fitting that way I wanted. Then the medium was a bit too big. And you know how you're better getting stuff tailored. She's like, you could get it taken in. I'm like, I just probably won't.
I probably won't. Every piece of clothing of mine gets tailored. Even my jean shorts now, and I fucking love it. Highly recommend the tailoring experience.
What do you get taken in the jean shorts?
My waist, everything.
Oh,
the waist gets tailored. Even the dresses I get them. I find with because I'm short with like long dresses, there's too much fabric usually, and just in general. So I usually get them like just tightened as well.
Yeah, that's smart. I know I haven't worn. I think we've had this conversation that the ruffly long dresses are really hard for our body shapes and our I'm a little bit taller than you, but not a lot. It kind of feels like it swallows you up. And I don't know if it's just my style, but I think if you find the right one, it's super cute. I see them on other people and I think they're adorable.
We'll be posting lots of photos so we can get everyone to weigh in on our wedding fashions. And this is my only wedding of the season. I'm starting now to
you had Carrie's, only one left.
Carrie's, the only one left, yes. And I'm starting, and that's like a lot for me in a summer. I'm starting to plan in September a trip to Europe. I'm very excited. And I'm like looking at these retreats in Portugal, which I'm really into right now.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I think I heard you mention this. And I was like, I don't know what Sarah's talking about, but I'm sure I'll hear about it soon.
Well, I was just looking like loosely, and I was telling my cousin and his girlfriend about it. And Nat was like, oh my God, my friend just did one in Portugal and sent me a bunch. And then I just woke up from a nap today and it was like, you need to book this. And so I've just decided, I'm like, I'm going. And actually, I may like a friend is looking for a spot to stay in September. So I'm like, maybe I'll just rent my spot for the whole month. Does that feel wild?
Perfect. No,
I feel like if
I would do it if I could. I just can't right now, but I think that would be fun.
I know it feels like a big commitment though to be like, well, I won't have a place to live for the whole month of September.
Yeah, no,
It's all right.
no room at the inn over here.
No room at the inn. I'll end up being shacked up at my father's house or something hilarious. No.
Maybe.
I love that. All right, Ash, should we do our monthly favorites?
I think we should. I was thinking about this earlier, and a few of them I had a hard time narrowing them down. So I can't wait to hear your answers too, Sarah.
All right, well, let's start us off.
I'll start by, and I have it right in front of me because my mom just gave it to me. And it's something so basic, but yet so satisfying is a new eyebrow pencil.
This is
and
your
this
favorite
brand,
product?
yeah,
I love
it's by Annabelle, which is mostly readily available at most drugstores. I think my mom said it was $10. The color I have is universal taupe, and I've been buying one that your sister got me on.
the Urban
When she did
Decay
our
one.
makeup. Yes. But that's the second one I've gone through. It would have to be the third one I've bought in a few months. And I feel like and it's expensive. I think it's 30 something dollars. So I'm thinking that the size of the like crayon or whatever it is on the inside is just really tiny and you're not getting a lot for what you pay for. So I found my mom had this one and I was using hers when I was at the cottage. And I was like, this is the best brow pencil I think I've ever used. So
Amazing. By
little
Annabelle.
hot tip.
Okay.
Annabelle.
We'll put it in the show notes for our listeners.
Yeah. I don't know. You can't go wrong for $10.
I love it. I'm into the Cure body oil. And we had the Cure skincare. We had Natasha on our podcast last year. I love their products, but I've been super obsessed because I've been out in the sun all the time. And as you guys know, I like to have a little unsunscreen sun time as well. But I'm like very big on putting oil onto my skin, and I love it because it's all natural and it's just so nourishing. So I'm obsessed with that right now.
That I've been using coconut oil. I find that the sun does kind of I forget the brand. It starts with a K. It does dry your skin over. You know what I mean? You do feel like you need that little bit of extra hydration in the summer for your skin. So love the Cure.
Yes. All right. What's your favorite song right now?
I haven't been listening to a ton of music. It's so weird. I listen to a lot of radio and stuff in the car, but I usually have music on when I'm working, but I just haven't been. But I would say that my kind of default station or default playlist is just my country music right now. Like out on the boat with the country music, there's nothing better.
The country
Luke
vibes are
Combs.
big in summer. Yeah. I haven't been into it. I need to I need to go back to the country motherland because I just like haven't been listening to it, or I can't get into it. It's not right now. I'm into a really funny R&B 2000s vibe.
Okay.
And that's the theme of my
that.
summer. I've got Doo Wop is my favorite by Lauryn Hill right now.
Classic.
That's my number one. I've been like thoroughly enjoying the 2000s R&B playlists.
Ooh. Okay, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food right now is oysters.
One.
I've been having oysters. God love Halifax.
Ooh.
Every patio, the Sabia patio, Bike Thief, Lot 6, all of the patios. I'm eating the oysters. So big shout out to those East Coast oysters.
Are you doing the horseradish and lemon and hot sauce on them?
No hot sauce because I don't like anything spicy, but the lemon, the horseradish, line them up, baby.
Oh, I love oysters too. Do you know what I had the other day that was actually so good? Jeff and I went to Salty's on the patio for lunch. And I had the crab cakes with their house salad, and it was literally 10 out of 10. The salad was amazing. The crab cakes were amazing. I think we should go.
Okay, I'm in.
I've just been enjoying anything barbecued, honestly, like barbecue corn. So good. I had a barbecue burger that my mom made like homemade the other day, and it was so good. I was just like, this is the best. I think it just tastes better in summer too, you know?
Oh my gosh, it is the taste of summer. All right. What is your favorite experience lately, Ash?
Um, my favorite experience. I would just say having my brother home. He and his girlfriend Jill, who I mentioned the other day, they're home and we've just been spending a lot of time hanging out, beaching, boating, and just literally trying to soak up every bit of summer because it's almost August.
I know. Isn't that so? It's so nice that he's home. And I'm glad that you guys are getting that time together. It's like makes it so fun. It's so nice when everybody's coming to visit.
Yeah. What about you?
My favorite moment has been sailing. I went sailing on my birthday with my father, and it was hilarious. We got these massive gusts of wind. It ended up being more adventurous than he thought it was going to be, which made me very happy. We were just like heeled over sideways the whole time sailing, which I love. That's like my dream scenario. And I just made me so happy.
I
So
know
that is
it's been so windy. I remember the day on your birthday that it was super, super windy.
man, there's nothing I love more than like, a little adventure sail.
Yeah.
and
Isn't that
I
the point?
it is the point. And it's like that day was particularly funny because like when you're downtown, when you're behind buildings, the wind doesn't like get you, but the second you come through them, you'll get this massive gust and the boat just like tips over, which is not for the faint of heart. Let's say that. I will say though, this is just like a classic me experience that I wanted to share with everyone is Ashley a while ago had bought me ink box tattoos, and I was cleaning out right now, like cleaning feels like a very spiritual, nourishing activity for me. I was cleaning out my condo, apartment, wherever I live. And I found these tattoos and I was like, all right, I either have to put them on or throw them out. So anyways, I put it on. I actually had another one that I had ordered because I was like, oh, well, maybe I would get a sentence or something put on my body. So I slapped it on a hot summer night, continued on doing stuff. And I like put these two smudge tattoos on my body. One of them, I think it's still, can you see it? It's just like
Oh, I didn't see that one. Yeah.
blurry line, but I thought it was just a classic me thing to do, which is put on a fake tattoo and smudge it in the first 20 minutes and then have it for the next 2 weeks. And it looks like I've been walking around with a bar stamp on my wrist for the last 10 days.
Inkbox has very specific instructions. And I think when you and I both did the first round months ago, I did the same, the peace signs. I did the same thing. I think you have to leave it on for 20 or 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And it can't really get, was it like moist or heated? I think you're supposed to, don't go work out or go for a walk or anything like that. And then you're only supposed to leave it on for a specific amount of time because mine smudged as well. And then when I looked at their FAQs or whatever help section, it said, don't leave it on past the time that it suggests because it will smudge. And I was like, of course, Sarah and I would do that and make them look like someone drew it with a marker and the marker just bled out.
Oh, well, the words they were never legible. So I was like, this is hilarious. But funny. It was just like a funny, comical adventure of mishaps. And sometimes I like that. So I'm down. All right, Ash, shall we sign off for the end of season 3? Crazy.
I know. We will be back in September with some new, fun, exciting things and a fresh new season. Can't wait.
And we hope everyone enjoys their summer. And until then, you can keep in touch with us through Instagram. We will be on there at Rival and Queen. Share any episodes you love with your friends. You can go back and have some fun re-listens. And we'll see you for a fresh start in the fall.
Enjoy your summer.